Hello, welcome to Celtic Crossroads from KILT Studios. I'm your presenter, Kenton Adler, Director of Advancement for Scottish Heritage at Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. Join me now as we explore an hour of music and story from all corners of the Celtic world. Our show is made possible in part by the Campbell Collection, a generous gift from the estate of the Duke of Earl, the late Robert Louis Campbell of Earl, Arkansas. The collection consists of music and literature now housed in the archives of the Lyon College Mabie Simpson Library, and by the Lyon College Scottish Heritage Program.
and I feel fine. That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, and airplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself, turn the world since it don't need so much, serve your own needs, speed it up a notch, beat, grunt, no strength, the ladder does a clutter with the fear of height, down high, fire in a fire, representing seven games and a government for hire and a combat site. Laughter wasn't coming in a hurry with the fury breathing down your neck. Team by team reporters baffled Trump, cover crop, look at that
Yes. Jackie's just sang a song, an Irish song called She Moved to the Fair. Probably one of the oldest mystical songs that we have. I'll try and do another one for you. It's called Rain. It's so long since I've done it, I might forget the words of it. Finally, do excuse me. Rain is reputedly a fox, or so mythology has it, it's a fox, but in the song it's also a person who happens to get hold of this young lady or princess, whatever she is. I should get hold of her, he certainly does. One morning as I ramble among the springtime, I overheard a young woman converse with a rider. She said, "My man, please be civil, my company forsake, to my good opinion, I bid you all regret. Oh no, my dear, I am no wreck, but cast out and away of me, and I'm searching for concealment, oh, from the judge's hand." Her open lips and her ruby eyes, the lost their so fine, she fell into his arms, then all among the mountain thyme. He kissed her once, he kissed her twice, till she came to again, and the modesty she begged him put down to lay on him. He said, "My dear, if you look for me, perhaps you'll not me find, but I'll be in my castle, praying quiet for Ramadan." For the day and the night she followed him, her eyes so bright and shining, she followed him over the mountains in the slime of Ramadan.
You're listening to Celtic Crossroads. I'm Kent Adler. We opened the show with Keela from the album Handel's Fantasy with 4 Ages of Man. After that, we heard Waking Finnegan in their rendition of The End of the World as We Know It. And then we heard from Fiddler's Bid an album called Ham na Tang with Inishir, and we just heard a live version of Reynardine from the Pentangle off their album Solomon's Seal. And now we're going to hear from Yori Chisholm. This is from Bagpipe Revolution. He's going to play a set of jigs that consists of Swagger, the Seagull, and Glasgow City Police pipers.
5,000s to your one. That maiden I will go to yon merry Broomfield, and a maiden I'm sure I will return. That maiden I will go to yon merry Broomfield, and a maiden I'm sure I will return. Hold the wheel! And then did this young maid get on her bay horse's back, all for to ride into that green broom. And when that she got there, she found her own true love lying in that merry green room fast asleep. And when that she got there, she found her own true love lying in that merry green room fast asleep. Hold the wheel! 9 times did she walk round the crown of his head, 9 times round the soles of his feet. 9 times did she call, awake, master, for your own true love is standing nearby. 9 times did she call, awake, master, for your own true love is standing nearby. Hold the wheel! And when she had done all that she dared do, she stepped behind that bunch of green broom, all for to hear what her own true love would say when he awoke out of his domestic sleep. All for to hear what her own true love would say when he awoke out of his domestic sleep. Hold the wheel! Said if I'd have been awake instead of being asleep, my will I would have done toward of thee. Your blood it would have been spilt for those small birds to drink, and your flesh it would have been for their food. Your blood it would have been spilt for those small birds to drink, and your flesh it would have been for their food. Hold the wheel, you hard-hearted young man, how can you say so? Your heart it must be hard as any stone, for to murder the one that loved you so well, far better than the ground that you stand on. For to murder the one that loved you so well, far better than the ground that you stand on. Hold the wheel! 9 times of this bell did I ring, master, 9 times of this whip I did crack, 9 times did I call, awake, master, for your own true love is standing nearby. 9 times did I call, awake, master, for your own true love is standing nearby. Hold the wheel!
As I walked out on the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all dressed in white linen, dressed up in white linen and cold as the clay. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly stepped by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. Shot in the breast and I'm going to die. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly. Play the dead march as you carry me along. Take me to the green valley and lay the sod o'er me. I'm a young cowboy, I know I've done wrong. It was once in the saddle I used to go dashing. Once in the saddle I used to go gay. It was first to the dram house and then to the card house. I'm shot in the breast and I'm dying today. Go gather around you a group of young cowboys. Tell them the story of this my sad fate. Tell one and the other before they go further. Stop your wild roving before it's too late. Then beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly. Play the dead march as you carry me along. Take me to the green valley, lay the sod o'er me. I'm a young cowboy and I know I've done wrong. In truth I have wandered this wide world over, yet Ireland's my home and a dwelling for me. And oh, let the turf that my old bones shall cover be cut from the land that is trod by the free.
That was the Cowboys' Lament and Kane O'Hara, performed by David Wilkie and Cowboy Cayley. The Cowboys' Lament is also known as The Streets of Laredo, and it's based on an old Scottish folk tune. Before that, we heard Brian Peters from Songs of Trial and Triumph with Green Broom, and we started out this portion of the program with Yori Chisholm from Bagpipe Revolution and a set of jigs. You're listening to Celtic Crossroads. I'm Kenton Adler, and now here's a little poem. The Light Keeper's Ghost, Elan Moore, by Gillian Dawson. He sings full beam, clear to the ocean of storms and shoals of stars from undersong shivering constellations, light, scythe, and sandeel. In the small hours inner reflections turn, with a mirrored lens, gannet splinter, glance off waves of prismatic glass. His psalmody voices sway and swell, the guillemots tremulous, he ririo. His tongue is silver, shattered surf, coruscating puer abule.
first hello you gave to me, I've done nothing else but smile. And I know you're in a hurry, but it's gonna take a while. So forgive me if we go slow, but there's something I think you should know. I'm going fast as I can, please don't make me rush. This feeling's coming on way too fast. I'll tell you all of the things that you'll never forget, but I'm not ready to say I love you yet. I'm not ready to say I love you yet. So don't push me in too deep. I've always been the fool who rushes in. I know you've got to take the pieces one by one, for you've got everything. And so forgive me if we take time, but there's something that's been on my mind. I'm going fast as I can, please don't make me rush. This feeling's coming on way too fast. I'll tell you all of the things that you'll never forget, but I'm not ready to say I love you yet. I'm not ready to say I love you yet. I love you. Oh, there'll be times when I'm mistaken, and there'll be times when we're gonna fight. But you needn't doubt, we can work it out, and in time we'll get it right. Oh, so forgive me if we go slow, but there's something I think you should know. I'm going fast as I can, please don't make me rush. This feeling's coming on way too fast. I'll tell you all of the things that you'll never forget, but I'm not ready to say I love you yet. Going fast as I can, please don't make me rush. This feeling's coming on way too fast. I'll tell you all of the things that you'll never forget, but I'm not ready to say I love you yet. I'm not ready to say I love you yet.
You're listening to Celtic Crossroads. That was Anne Gray from her classic album Shouting at Magpies with the Tea Set. Before that was Great Big Sea from Rant and Roar with Fast As I Can. And we started off this portion of the program with Figgy Duff live with The Geese in the Bog, Boys of the Town, and Conic Man's Rambles. I'm Kent Adler, and we come to you every week from the campus of Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas, right here in the beautiful Peacock Room. We'll close the program out with Jim Malcolm from Resonance with Nay Gentle Dames, Though Ne'er So Fair. And then we'll hear from the Barra McNeils with the Marquis of Huntley's Snuff Mill. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and I hope we see you back here next time at the Crossroads.
Nay, gentle dames, though ne'er say fair, shall ever be my muse's care. Their titles all are empty show. Give me my heel and blaseo. Within the glensie bushio, abunda plinsi dashio. I set me down with recht good well to sing my heel and blaseo. Oh, where yon hills and valleys mine, yon palace and yon gardens fine, the world then of love should know. I bear my heel and blaseo within the glensie bushio, abunda plinsi rashio. I set me down with recht good well to sing my heel and blaseo. But fickle fortune frowns on me, and I man cross the raging sea. But while my crimson currents flow, I love my heel and blaseo. Within the glensie bushio, abunda plinsi rashio. I set me down with recht good well to sing my heel and blaseo. Although through foreign climes I range, I know her heft will never change. Her bosom bombs we honors blow, my faithful heel and blaseo. Within the glensie bushio, abunda plinsi rashio. I set me down with recht good well to sing my heel and blaseo. A distant shore, that Indian wealth me lost a throw. Arun my heel and blaseo. Farewell the glensie bushio, farewell the plainsy rashio. To other lands I now must go, to sing my heel and blaseo.